Doug Thompson, we're here in the shop this morning. It's a little bit loud, but I'm going to speak up. Hopefully you can hear me. I have a fair amount of blacksmithing tooling for under the power hammer, all sorts of fullers and different things I've made in the past. They all have a common 1-inch stem. We're going to be doing some work underneath the press, and I've decided to make a tool holder that will receive all of our power hammer tooling for the power hammer so we can use it under the presses. So in the shop, we've got a lot of cast off material. And these just happen to be, I think 3/4 by 2 drops, or it's actually 3/4 by 1.75 inches. Nevertheless, they're drops. And instead of throwing them away, I'm going to make this nice heavy base that's broad enough that we can set our tooling in it and it won't tip over. And then we can push down at this point with the press so we can utilize our tooling both at the power hammer and at the press. So the first thing I'm going to do is gather 3 of these. I think that looks good. I want the stem to be high enough. All of these stems are about 1 inch. So that'll provide us with plenty of clearance. And then I'm going to take some heavy wall tubing, back it up on one side as the thick stop, and on the front I'm going to drill and weld a nut in here on this side to then put a bolt in. I don't have the right size bolt, so the first thing I'm going to do is take some all-thread and just make the bolt right now. If I think that's going to be a problem and push down too hard, I'm going to get a wedge. I'll just slip a wedge under there so it can't snap down. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the head of the bolt. Welding. The bolt is probably not too hot. I'll go ahead and quench it, clean it up a little bit. I have these small little tongs when I've got to grab really hot pieces around here. I don't want to have regular pliers. I'll use these. So I'll clean this up just a little bit. Our bolt to fall in the center of this part right here. I'll make a little mark, measure up from the floor when it's in position. And I want to hit it right about there. So whatever that is, I'll put it at the edge where I can measure it up. And we'd like to center the hole at about 7/8 of an inch. This is 1.5 inches, so we'll cut it 1 3/8. I want to be below this level. Go ahead and cut 2 off. 1 3/8. I think I can use this nut to center that. Around that. Oh, it's pretty well centered. So I'm using the tape, wrapping it around the bolt. That's what I want. So I'll go ahead and weld that off. Welding. Here. If I had to run a tap through it, I want to know that now, not later. should be our setup, so we'll be able to drop that in nice and easy. So you'll always have flint. That feels pretty good. I'm welding opposite corners. And these are the two welds that are least disruptive to what I'm trying to do. And here we go. I don't want to run by my corners. This is plenty of weld for what we're going to do. Good. Go like this. I can get that corner, one of them. And I'm protecting this a little bit so I don't have to take at it. I'm not going to weld my shims. A little weld in the corner. That side, I cover that. A little tiny weld. Quick weld it. Liking that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block these up so I can kind of have access to welding this stuff. So I'm going to give myself, about a 1/16 of an inch right there, all the way along there. And I'll do the same over here. That way I can easily weld and grind it. I'm just going to put this like, weld the sides first, then I'll flip it over and weld the back. So I don't want it to change. So here we go. That opened up a little bit. It's of no consequence on this project, but if I had to do it for real and I didn't want to move, I'd tack it there and quickly come over here and tack it. Okay, see how it looks. Kind of get it close. Got one in the middle. Let's do something a little bit different. Let's try it on the bias. See what that does. I'm really steep. So this is just a little experiment using the power hammer tooling under the press.